Biggest episode of Pirates franchise yet, because today, no matter how long it takes, we're making it to the playoffs. We have been horrible. I don't think, what's the most wins we've gotten this season yet? Like 65 or something like that? I don't think we've clipped 70 yet. I think with the moves that we made this offseason, I think we might actually even have a chance to make it to the playoffs this season. But regardless if it's this season, next season, 3 seasons, 4 seasons down the line, today we're making it to the playoffs. Now, first thing, as you see, it's the start of the season. We skipped over some things so I can just show you guys, quickly, a brief summary of what we did in the offseason. So first bit of business, we go to the rotation. We made some moves. We're still going to make some moves today. But as you see right here, we signed Ryan Pressly to a very, very good deal. I've been very disappointed in Richard Rodriguez. I really like him in real life. I thought he was going to be good for us, but he just still blew way too many saves. He was a lot better last season, but he still, blew way too many saves, and it just, I want to move him into a different role. We got Ryan Pressly on the cheap. We got him for, look at that, dude, $3 million a year. And yes, every contract you'll see me, have given to free agents to sign them are backloaded. That's because we're trying to end the streak and win now. Now, I did actually, it's very off-brand for this series for me actually to sign free agents, especially big money free agents, but I've been saving so much money. I've been penny pinching this entire time. I can afford 2 or 3 free agents if I think, adding these big superstars. I just thought it really funny. That's going to turn into a clip for the Clips burner channel, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, what the frick was I talking about? I don't mind spending money on a few free agents, even if it's a little bit more than what we normally give to free agents, if they, I think, are missing pieces to a potential playoff caliber team. Now, we got Ryan Pressly, just a bullpen armor, and that's the thing I really think we do need to upgrade. Maybe through a few trades, maybe look at the trade block, see what, I just really think if we can up this bullpen, this is really the worst part of the team, because our rotation stayed the same since last episode. We got him for the trade deadline. 86 overall is our ace. Jack Leiter already an 83 overall at 23 years of age. Mitch Keller was fantastic last season. 15-10, 2.66 ERA. Just didn't really get any run support. Justin Dunn was pretty solid last year. The wins and losses don't really show it. His ERA is okay. He's still young. We're not too young. He's 27. Wow, I thought he was actually younger than that. But I guess at this point, we are a few seasons in. But still, he can grow up to maybe an 85 rated in Tainer. I still believe in Tainer. Maybe if he's having a stinky season and he's the weak point, maybe we move him to the bullpen and try to acquire a starter, because we've got some prospects in our farm system that we can move away. Struggling in these first few years in this series has really set us up to really go for it these next few years, and that was the plan all along. Get some cheap players as our core that are not going to be so great from the beginning, but 2, 3, 4 seasons in are going to progress to a player that you really could use as a championship quality player in your lineup or rotation or bullpen one way or another. Now, the lineup is where we made some big moves, my dudes. Lineups, as you see, first bit of business, first baseman Jesus Aguilar. The reason we signed him, number one, he's not that expensive. In the last few years, he's been balling out in this franchise. Hit 41 home runs last year, 271, hit 33 home runs the year prior. And yeah, it's $6.71 million a year. We backloaded every contract. Like I said, it's going to screw us up those years. If anything happens and we don't make it to the playoffs until then, if it starts to screw us, our cap situation or our money situation, I feel like if we need to, we can move these guys on. We'll find some suitors for these guys. Maybe not get much back in return, but find a team willing to take up the contract, even though I think he'll be a solid signing. Next, as you guys see, this might be the most expensive signing in Pittsburgh Pirates history. It's got to be. Byron Buxton, I feel like he was just that missing piece, bro. Our outfield was okay, just not great. And we, really, we're a more complete team with him in center field. He's, he's a gold glove center fielder, bro. And if you look at our ratings across the board, our fielding isn't the greatest. It's very below average. And he just is the centerpiece now. I mean, you add that guy who's a Gold Glover to man that outfield, like that right there is going to give this team out in the field a huge boost. So I think with him, he made us a complete team, or at least a more complete team. Now on the bench, we signed a few guys. Jose Iglesias, it's like he's that guy, that veteran presence, because we have a lot of young guys in this team, but a veteran presence off the bench that can play anywhere in the infield, be quality for us. And the thing is, boys, what did we add? We added a few more players that I'll probably end up highlighting sooner rather than later. Why do I feel like I'm missing somebody? The problem is here, boys, we need to make a move, because at the end of the day, we have Cedric Mullins is gonna never get full on playing time, because he's only gonna be our DH and we're a National League team. So there's no reason in having Brian Reynolds and Cedric Mullins on the bench like the entire season. Like, obviously they'd be great, but if we can use one of them in a deal for bullpen depth, I'll 100% take it. If you guys see me getting kind of distracted here, I always record these videos when I'm watching baseball, watching the Red Sox, my favorite team. We're in a slump, and we're right now tied with the Rays, and they're, I guarantee, about to take the lead with first and second on. Anyways, I'll probably cry in the middle of this episode. I don't know. Hopefully I'll get happy about making the playoffs this year. But I'm saying, no point in wasting them if we can go all out this year. I know Brian Reynolds is a guy that I said I wanted to be a corner, like a centerpiece of this team, like from the beginning on. But he just really hasn't produced, bro. Batting like 250, 16 home runs, not that much pop, striking out a lot, not overly great. Like, I mean, he's okay out in the field. But I think Cedric Mullins, a little bit speedier, a little bit worse out in the field, but much better contact, better power. I think, isn't he about the same age too? I think he's just a better fit off the bench. And having an all-star quality player like Cedric Mullins off the bench, imagine saying that at the beginning of the series, the first year we have like a 500, or no, not 500, I wish. Like a 57 game win season, like absolutely horrific. And we're already to this point. Like, that's actually pretty impressive in my book. Now, like I said, my dudes, it's time. We're going to try to get a reliever right now to start off the season, and the man we are going to be trading away is, unfortunately, Brian Reynolds. But I think it's 100% worth it. I'm looking, obviously, if we can get somebody that's going to be around for a while, that's obviously ideal, but also at the same time, not overly expensive. Like, let's see, Tommy here. How's you been the last few years? He's been struggling. I do not want Tommy. The guy I'm looking at right now is Genesis Cabrera from the St. Louis Cardinals. He does have 2 years of arbitration left. Easily can afford a lefty out of the bullpen. Heck yeah, dude. We're going to be... What is his velocity looking like? Does he have 99 velocity? This guy... He's been good too. Where's his stats? He had almost a 3 ERA last few years. Been extremely solid. Bases loaded for the Rays right now. That's great. But that's what we're going after. That's what we're going after. Now, unfortunately, it looks like we're going to have to add something else in the deal. But the question is, what player do we add? If I can get away with throwing in crap like Dave Joss, 18 years of age, or this guy Mackenzie Block, a 23-year-old prospect, 54 overall, and the Red Sox just got out of the jam. That's something I've not said in a long time, bro. And that's enough to make this deal go through. That's insane. A piece of trash leaving Pittsburgh and bring a fantastic reliever back in return. Now, that's our best reliever right now, dudes. Now, who do I even want to try? I want to keep Miguel Castro. Kyle Crick, he's not been way too, like, anything fantastic. Brad, don't need Brad. Dwayne, he was actually decent last season. At the end of the day, bros, I think Kyle's got to go. I think we need one more solid reliever. I think that is the move. One more solid receiver. Even reliever, bro, this isn't Madden. I know Madden 22 comes out. That content's coming soon. We're finishing this series first. Chase DeYoung, can you just go? And then maybe in return, we can get one more quality reliever to add to this bullpen. If we need to add later, we can. Jay Antone? Been insane the last few years. It's just, oh my god, this is going to be a hard player to get, huh? Now, that's actually not too out of the question We probably need to add in one more quality player. Lolo, we're not interested in completing this deal at this time. Why? Why? What's wrong with him, bro? Anyways, I don't quite understand. Going Steven. There's certain players I can't be trading away right now. Ian Kennedy. Some of these players, I don't even know how they got on the team, to be honest. That one, like, I don't get why some of them say we're not interested in completing the deal, and some. Edwin Encarnacion, Will Craig, Jesus, we're definitely, okay, there's some players that are definitely interested. Kendall Simmons, we're not interested. Like, some of this don't make sense. Okay, they're interested with him. Like, he's somebody that's been here since the beginning, but you're just never going to play. And if you can bring in this guy, who is going to be absolutely incredible for this bullpen, like, this is a move that could push us forward. Like, this is what we need. Like, I know this is kind of, this sucks. Can we squeeze something out? Like, what about Michael Lorenzen? Oh, no. I don't think this is going to work like I thought. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. That right there, my dudes, is some quality freaking business. So we're going to go ahead. We're just going to simulate to the regular season. And I think for now, that's the moves we're going to make. We'll make sure they didn't mess up the rotation or anything. Make sure, yeah, Genesis is in the bullpen. So is, they have Tajay as a closer. Now, we want Presley as the closer. Richard Rodriguez, wow, he's moved to a middle reliever role. And I guess that's the move. I guess maybe, hasn't Chasen not been too great in this role? Maybe we'll put Richard Rodriguez in a setup role. Have one of these two guys come in when the game is close. Like, that is one stacked bullpen, bro. And this rotation is even going to get better this season. They're all relatively young. They're going to progress. And the lineup, they actually did mess it up. Let me go freaking fix it. Alright, bro, I can't be asked to fiddle with this anymore. This is what our lineup looks like all across the board. It's a little different here and there. Some players batting against lefties, some in the lineup versus righties. This is the best lineup we have had, and we better get this season started off with a bang. Come on. Can we finish the first month, the first on this series, over 500? Oh, bros, it's just the same old, same old. Actually, okay, we finished month 1, month of April, 500 exactly. We've got to hit some sort of hot streak, bro. And we're, like, hitting a cold streak. We're hitting, like, the absolute, like, opposite what we need. Come on. Hot streak, boys. Hot streak. Okay, that's what we need. That's what we need. That's what we need, boys. We are now 22, or 26 and 22, rather. Oh, we got a freaking draft. I forgot, bro. I was getting too into this, dude. Kevin Plawecki, that's my GOAT. That's my freaking GOAT. As you see, we had the 10th worst record last season. It's been a lot worse. So, here, I'm so excited for this season. I just want to go, do we go Aaron De La Villar? Do we go Benjamin Rouge, a catcher? Maybe if Henry Davis ends up sucking. Like, screw it, dude. Henry Davis still should be good, but like he's batted like 220 his first 2 years. I mean, to be fair, he went straight from the draft to like playing, but sometimes you can't hate the player, gotta hate the game, you know. So that's why I wanted to get first round. He's still there. I'll go ahead and snag Aaron. Moving forward, we have another pick here. Why do we have so many catchers? Alejandro, we'll take Alejandro, had him scouted quite a bit. Then we still have a few more picks to go, and these just kind of become a guess in-game. So, the question is, what fella do I get? Do I go John? We scouted John quite a bit. Have about 4 more rounds to go. Hopefully these guys, like, we don't even see much from them. Hopefully this is the year we win the World Series. Probably not going to happen, but, like, you get my optimism. 2 more rounds to go. Our first draft we did in the series was so great. The last one was so horrible. So hopefully, I'm just going to keep adding arms, we'll keep adding arms. One of these guys got to be half decent, you know. These guys got to at least be like an 80 potential. We can trade that for some sugar plum out there. So, let's go starting pitcher again, and that should be the draft. Please tell me somebody we drafted was good. So, signed draft picks. Okay, that's weird. So, I drafted 2 catchers. That was a mistake. Benjamin sucks. 44 overall as a 21-year-old, only 82 potential. I mean, I'll sign him? Well, that's just not what I wanted. Now, this is a guy I was going to go with. Now, the problem is he's 35. That's normally not what you like to see, but to be fair, he makes more sense that he's so far away because he's 18, bro. But he has 86 potential. Not shabby, we'll take it. Alejandro was an L, but I mean, we'll sign him for depth. Now, Johnny was our pick of the draft, like our 4th round pick, or maybe it was a compensation pick. 73 rated right now. Might get me better than Henry Davis. 89 potential. Ray Garcia is bad, but like I learned, you need to sign these guys just for the depth purposes. 60, it's like some of the guys can contribute right now, might not develop in anything good, but hey, they'd be good for us right now. Fill some, be some bodies for the team. Now, I guess we go ahead and keep on advancing. Since we got interrupted by the freaking draft, who cares, bro? We're winning it all this year. Let's keep on adding to this record, bro. Keep on adding. We went back 500, another little winning streak. Like, it's gonna be so close, bro. Like, it's gonna come down to the skin of our freaking teeth, whether or not we make it to the playoffs. Of course, we just lost like 5 weeks in a row. What happened? Like, what are you talking about, dude? What happened? Why do we suck so bad? The team is good, dude. Winning streak. We're literally at the deadline, and we're 49-50. To be fair, we're only 4.5 games out of first place. So we very easily could make a big move right here, and maybe make the push this season. Even though we're not even at 500 right now, we still have a shot, and this is when we need to try to take advantage of our situation. Find somebody that's stinking it up and just replace him with somebody that can play right now. Maybe they can play later. Brian Hayes, he's up to an 88 overall. Aguilar, 23 bombs. Average is a little low, but 23 bombs. Franchi, I'm telling you, Franchi is the freaking GOAT, dude. Just 291 average, 24 home runs, 63 RBIs at the trade deadline. Austin Hayes is having himself a stinker. Nick Gonzalez isn't playing much. Why is Byron Buxton not in our starting lineup? Anyways, back to this. That just absolutely blew my mind. Why was Byron Buxton on the freaking bench, dude? I know he's struggling, but like, what are you talking about, dude? Austin Hayes sucks. Jose Iglesias is trash. Looks like we do need to pick up one more quality bat off the bench, because it looks like we've had some injuries. Cedric Mullins is on the IL. How about the rotation? How are we looking here? Marquez looking good. Jack Leiter struggling quite a bit. So is Mitch Keller. Justin Dunn starting to catch fire a little bit. Tanner hasn't been great. I think it's time where we make some sort of crazy move. Like, we're about to move Tanner to the bullpen. We're gonna acquire another pitcher. We're gonna end up trading away. We'll trade away Steven possibly, because he's technically a starter. Maybe let's see the rest of the bullpen. Oh my God, bro, the bullpen has been absolutely incredible. Like I don't know, bro. That's actually insane. I've never seen a bullpen that good. So what I was gonna say, we might trade away Steven and keep Tanner in the bullpen. Hopefully, he can pitch well here. And then who has the lowest stamina? 72. Actually, maybe Jack Leiter to the bullpen. Maybe that's what we try. Maybe because Jack is struggling so much in the rotation, maybe that's the move. Maybe this is what we try for a little bit and try to acquire a solid arm right here. I think that is what we're trying to do. We're going to review the trade block and see what starting pitcher is on the trade block. Hopefully be in our rotation. Doesn't look like anybody solid, to be honest. Jarren Duran? Really? So he's still on his rookie deal. Why is Jarren Duran? Hold on. There's 20 home runs. Hold the phone for a sec. Could we do a straight up, since Byron is struggling so much, can we do a straight up swap here? Byron for Jarren, but also throw in, they don't really have much. Do we take on an Eovaldi contract? And just for the short term, how's he doing this season? He's 7-7 with a 4.21 ERA. I mean, he could be solid. I mean, maybe not. Who freaking knows? But do we try to dump this? This is a sick deal, isn't it? We also throw in Steve. Maybe we keep Steven, actually. Maybe we keep Steven and use him in the deal for a bat off the bench. That's what we're gonna do, bro. If we also throw in, like, we don't even need anybody good. Jared Jones, they're interested. Nathan Eovaldi, I know this is such big money, and this is not a Pirates move per se, but interesting nonetheless. We're bringing in Duran and a potential ace to our rotation, a guy that has postseason experience. Now we need to try and get a bench bat. Now, Steven, he's been great, but you just gotta go. Like, we need bats now. Now, the move would have been to actually freaking see. Like, we're not getting Stanton. Sam Hilliard? I mean, he's on the trade block. Why hasn't he played this year? 16 games? Tyrone Taylor, 81 rated? I mean, he has multiple years left of arbitration. Ryan Mountcastle could be a good one, too, from the Orioles. Garrett Hampson could also be good. I really like Mountcastle because he can play left field or infield. Maybe, I think, with how good of a year he's having, too, man. Maybe we can do a straight-up swap here. Not quite, but there's some potential. Multiple closers. Joe Barlow. Okay, thank you. Ryan Mountcastle, welcome to the squad. Now we look at this team. We're going to put Duran in the lineup. He's going to take over in center field. Going to slot right into the line. And hopefully that's enough moves. I mean, Duran is solid all around. Honestly, we're going to let Duran be our leadoff guy. Oh, Robbie Pena's been on fire. Boys, we need an absolute freaking miracle here. We are not looking good. It's not looking good for the boys. It is not looking good for the boys. We're 500 with a month and a week to go. 6.5 games back. We gotta have like the most insane September of all time. Like, we've got to win every freaking game. We've won the first 2. That's a solid. Make sure all my freaking lines are right. They always mess things up here the last month. I end up with one player in my freaking team. At least can we stop having to do all these changes, bro? Won again. We're winning literally every single game. It feels like we finally lost. We lost 2 in a row. That's great. Having to freaking make changes. And you know what? Let me just get to the end of the month, bro, so I can make all these freaking changes, and I'll show you what our record is at the end of the month. So we had a pretty decent few weeks. I mean, like, we above 500. Now, I do know that we actually just swept the Cubs, and they were the team we were fighting for, and we were half a game above the Cubs. Okay, you see the record at the top? Let's freaking go. Like, thank God we're in this division. I mean, now I guess we're like 7 games above 500. Like, we got to beat the Tigers, who aren't having a good season. We lost the first game, of course, and watch us lose the second game. We lost second game. Great. Now we're a whole game behind the Cubs. My God, bro, how many games are left? There's like a week. There's a week and we're a game behind. How do we lose to a team 10 games under 500, bro? You can't see him ascend these 2 games. We won. I think we lost one. We won both. Oh my God, we won both, and we were a game above the Cubs again. Oh my God. Can we sweep the Brewers? We lost. Oh no, it's tied again. Well, here we go, bros. We have to take on the Reds, who are 20 games under 500, and the Brewers, who we just won that series. We want to beat the bad teams. Beat the Reds. Beat the Reds again. We beat the Reds again. And the Cubs had a decent series. We won against the Brewers. We're 2 games ahead now. If we win this game, we actually clinch the NL Central. Brewers, just come on. Who's throwing for you? Freddie Peralta. We have our ace, Marquez. Come on, bro. We get the dub, dudes. Your Pittsburgh Pirates in the year 2023, which is really should be technically 2024 since we had to restart one season with the same rosters, but you get the entire point. Bros, we are headed to the postseason now. Are we actually gonna make it to the World Series and win it this time around? I don't know. But next episode is playoff baseball. Finally, bros. It was such a long time coming, bro. We are going to win the division. We're going to send the last game. We win that one, too. We went 87-75 on the year. We take it on the Braves in, is it the wild card round? No, we won. We don't have to play in the wild card round, do we? Yeah, we have a whole freaking series against the Braves. Let's go. Like, this is where we actually start playing next episode. I'm actually excited to stop freaking 7 for once. What an end of the season, though, bro. We got lucky with our matchups, but I mean, we did win 6 in a row to end the year. Now, looking at our line, Robbie Pena, I mean, he's still only 19. Oh my God, he's the future of this team. 81 rated already. Brian Hayes, good year. Jesus Aguilar, that's why we signed him. 35 bombs, 89 RBIs. Franchi is feasting in Pittsburgh, bro. 31 bombs, 291 average. Duran, it says he's cold, but like this Duran pickup was literally out of nowhere just because on the trade block. I mean, we get him for cheap for so long. Like a $10-20 million a year player we're getting for pennies, dude. And he had a great season. Austin Hayes, 17 home runs, 256. He picked up his, like he was batting 220 when we checked in at the All-Star break. Jose Iglesias was okay off the bench. Henry Davis, being as better than what he did last year. I mean, still progressing slow. Now, off the bench, Perez, nothing crazy. Nick Gonzalez, I mean, it was okay off the bench as well. I mean, he's progressing. He's only 23. He needs to get playing time whenever Jose Iglesias. Well, like, Franchi was playing shortstop. That's weird. He did play shortstop in real life, but it's still crazy. Ryan Mountcastle, I mean, he's a good bench player for us, even though he didn't. He hit 2 home runs after the All-Star break, and I think he's hitting like 20 points lower. Cedric Mullins, obviously great to have off the bench. And it looks like every single one of our pitchers is on fire. And it's insane. And that's awesome knowing that is the case going into the playoffs. Because the playoffs are all about who gets hot at the right time. And boys, by winning 6 games to end off the regular season, talk about being on fire at the right time. 16-11, 3.29 ERA. Mitch Keller. I mean, that was worse than last year, but he improved after the All-Star break. Justin Dunn, much better. I think that's probably his best overall season. Nathan Eovaldi, I mean, quality pickup for us. And Jack Leiter ended up in the rotation. I feel like we're missing somebody, but who cares, I guess. Tanner Houck, I mean, improved a little bit out of the bullpen. Genesis Cabrera was good for us. Castro was good. I mean, the bullpen fell off a little bit, but still, it looks like the Presley signing and moving Richard Rodriguez to the bullpen was actually a clutch move. As all you have to do to end off today's episode, actually in the playoffs. I do want to see, go to the standings, how good are the Braves? Actually, 97 wins, that's not good. Not good at all, dudes. Last but not least, awards MVP goes to Cody Bellinger. An insane season we'll have to play. Wow. We're about to have to play the guys that came in second and third. The American League MVP goes to Garrett Cole. That's interesting. Obviously, wins the Cy Young. Jacob deGrom wins Cy Young again. Like, that doesn't shock anybody. We're going to have to take him on. Probably first game in the playoffs. Moving on, batting title, Cody Bellinger. George Springer with a crazy season. Our relievers not getting any love, man. Come on, take that fire into the offseason. Now, I think that's it, bros. Who did hit the most home runs? That's always interesting. Ronald Acuna hit 47. Franmil Reyes hit 48. What a psycho. But yeah, bros. Playoffs, finally gameplay coming to the channel tomorrow. If we win the World Series, the end of the series. That'd be wild. If you got through that without falling asleep, make sure to subscribe and leave a like on the video if you haven't. If you want to watch more, you can click the screen to watch my previous video. The other one is a video YouTube thinks you would like. Make sure to check out all my other channels, link in the description box below. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all that jazz, and become a channel member if you haven't. Got a TikTok too. Just click subscribe and follow on all those accounts. Takes you 2 seconds.